We have an NHL trade to announce, this one between the Penguins and the Devils, and they're swapping defensemen. We'll discuss that coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have some breaking news in the NHL. We have an NHL trade between division rivals, the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New Jersey Devils. Defenseman John Marino of the Penguins, formerly of the Penguins I should say, has been traded to New Jersey in exchange for young defenseman Ty Smith and a 2023 third round selection. So obviously this does a couple of things. One, it gets some cap space flexibility for Pittsburgh after signing all of their returning players that they were hoping to keep with Malkin and Letang. I said there's been numerous reports and rumors suggesting at least one D-man is going to be on his way out. They could use the cap flexibility to boot, a crowded blue line, and here we go. So that accomplishes that. Marino's a promising young offensive defenseman signed to a pretty reasonable, I think, at least reasonable based on his potential. Longer term deal, has 4 or 5 years left on it, or like $4.5 million. So I know he was also a player of interest to some other teams, including the Ottawa Senators, who are looking for a top 4 right-handed defenseman. So that takes them out of the running for that, obviously. They'll have to look elsewhere. Ty Smith is a promising young defenseman as well, taking a former first-rounder back a couple of years ago. Obviously somebody who's, I think New Jersey, at this point, they have enough prospects that I think they're willing to part with, but at the same time, not that they don't like the player. He's a promising young player. Should fit in nicely in Pittsburgh where he can play a lower role and help them with their cap while working his way up the lineup here. They may move other D as well. Wouldn't be completely shocked if they find trades for either Marcus Pettersson or Brian Dumoulin, maybe one of the two at least, as they kind of make room for maybe Smith to have more of a role and at the same time get additional cap flexibility, which they could greatly benefit from. So to me, this is a pretty good trade. I mean, obviously the Devils get themselves a more experienced right-hand D to play behind Dougie Hamilton. Obviously, they have newly drafted Simon Nemec. We don't know if he's going to play right away or if he'll take a year to continue developing first, because long-term, he very well could be, a top 4 right-hand defenseman as well. So I wonder long-term what this outlook is, or if this could be a spin-off effect, how long each of these players, especially Marino, how long will he be a Devil? We'll have to wait and see. But for right now, this probably also solidifies the fact that PK Subban won't be returning to New Jersey. He's still an outstanding UFA right now, so we'll have to watch that scenario as well. Not that I expect him to be, but I know some Devils fans thought there was a chance he would return. But it looks like that's probably over with now. So let me know your thoughts on this trade in the comments. We'll discuss further. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Stick around. We'll keep you up to date with all the news from the NHL free agency, all the trades and off-season ongoings throughout the entire off-season into the next year. So leave your thoughts and we'll discuss it in the comments, and I'll catch you next time.